Tales of Crypto. My name is JJ.
I'm Leslie.
And welcome to our weekly podcast where we go into some of the market updates, kind of seeing what's been going on for the week. I know we had the FOMC meeting yesterday, and whether it's hawkish or bearish, that's kind of the key there. Also, too, we're going to take a look at some Polkadot, look at some of the ecosystem, and give you guys some recommended coins that are in the system itself. That's part of Leslie's new wallet. So we'll be tracking that. We'll share with you guys on what that looks like. Right. So far, we got about 2,500. So we'll kind of take a look and see how we allocated that 2,500, and then share with everybody on that piece as well too. Hopefully everyone's having a great week. So we'll go ahead and get started. Let's get into the charts, right? Let's go. Let's do this. Waste no time, right?
Say hi if you're in the chat.
So before we get started, definitely want to thank everybody. Right now, we're up to 1,333 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Just a reminder, right now we are offering, basically we're doing a kind of like a, I guess, kind of a giveaway again. For hitting that 1K subscribers. How do you actually register, or how do I get involved in that? So before, we actually had everyone just put some comments in. And that didn't work. I mean, it did work, but we gave away $100 to a lucky winner, but it was hard to track that. So we're asking, when you go into the video, you'll see a link tree, right? Link tree. So when you're going to the video in here, again, when you click on the video itself, right here, you'll see it'll say link tree. It'll pull up right here, and then basically it'll say 1K subs giveaway. When you click on that, it'll ask you for your email address. It basically just allows us to reach back out to you. I think last time we had to reach out to somebody through like Instagram or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So just makes it a lot easier. And really, we're going to run this through the next 30 days or until the Bitcoin halving. So again, if Bitcoin is at 50K, we're going to offer $500 to a lucky winner. If it's at 35,000, that's $350. If it's 100,000, we'll offer $1,000. That sound good?
It's up to Bitcoin. It's up to Bitcoin.
It's up to Bitcoin.
Pretty much, right?
Absolutely. Also, too, we do have some sponsors, MEXC as well as our Apex. The MEXC, and again, it has low fees, high profits, 0.1 Spocker and maker fees. This is a really good platform. Anybody that doesn't want to KYC. Also, too, they have definitely a lot of weekly prizes. I enter in drawings every day and get like $30 here and there. So, take advantage of the free money as well as those low fees. But if you don't want to send your money to a platform, Apex is a nice one. And two, all you do is you connect your wallet. And again, it doesn't have every single coin in here, but it's an easy access where you can connect your wallet. You just deposit into your wallet itself, into the Apex. And you can do trading. Again, it's got everything on here from trading, and it's got all types of platforms as well. So just links in the description below as well as in our link entry. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed. So last time we checked this fear and greed, where was that? It was in the high 90s, right?
It was.
Right. So I said, don't buy when it's high. I did buy a little bit, but I also bought the past couple of days, right? So we were basically took a big dump in the past couple of days, and we'll take a look at that. The week started with a W formation, and I'll show you guys what that looks like as well too. It happens on Sunday night at 6 p.m. and based on how the week starts will determine the flow going into the next 3 days. There's a three rise or a 3 drop, and then after those 3 days, 3 rise and 3 drop, you go up 3 days. It's tails of 3. As far as that piece. Let's take a look at the heat index as far as the liquidation map. I know we talked about previously we talk about market makers, especially those who are risking high leverage. The market makers go for these high leverage people. They go up and take them out, and they go down and take them out. Right now, we're looking at this morning. It was in the highs, high 69. As you could see, a couple of days ago, we were in the 60 range, and it spiked all the way back up and took out all those shorts that were in there, right? So it was a huge short squeeze from 60 to 69. Right now, we have about we have some orders in the 63.8 range. So those are longs that are looking to get liquidated, and then you have still shorts up there in the 68 range. So likely, and again, we started the week in a W formation. So most likely in the next, let's say it's Thursday, Friday, the market makers will go back up and grab these 68K and then drop all the way probably back down to 63 to take out those longs as well too. So just kind of keep an eye out on the liquidation map. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts real quick. So let's talk about this W formation, right? I would give credit. I did not create this W formation. This is something that I learned from Travel Trade Chill. Her name's Annie. I've watched her channel. I've actually learned a lot. She's really good. Shout out to Annie. In YouTube as well. I'll drop her link or drop her YouTube as well. She's a really good trader. I've learned a lot from her. So check out this W formation, right? So this is called the weekend trap. And the reason why it calls a weekend trap is basically it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays in this flow of the market, right? So let's take a look and see what that weekend trap looks like, right? And so this is really the weekend trap. It either goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. It doesn't really go high or low, high or low. And it traps either longs or shorts depending on what the market maker wants to do, right? And let me actually move this real quick.
So you have to pretty much watch.
You have to watch again
on a weekend.
On Sunday night. So what I did was I marked this out. Go ahead and take this off. So I marked this out from Friday, right? So from Friday on, so this was from Friday and to Saturday. Let's go ahead and, so this was kind of the weekend trap, right? It didn't really go anywhere, right? It kind of stayed right here. But let's go ahead. Let's kind of move this right here. I want to move this to Sunday. Okay, so Sunday kind of starts where you're looking at, right? Okay, what we're looking for is a 3-level drop, right? I'm looking at this, right? Look at this 3-level drop right here. So this is coming from the weekend, right? And you have your W formation, right? So you're looking at that first pivot 1 to drop, pivot 2 to drop, and then spike up one more time and pivot 3 to drop. So you're looking for kind of like a three-wave drop. You can kind of say like this was one, this kind of went up, right? So you have your 1 right there, bam, bam, bam. So that's your bam, bam, bam. That's your 1. There's your drop, and then it spikes up again, right? And so you're kind of going. This kind of like here is this like this first level. It's kind of determining where is it going to go, right? And let me kind of go back. I'm sorry. So let's look at it right here, right? So this is from Sunday at 1 o'clock, right? And really looking at really Sunday, 6 o'clock range is usually when it hits. Let me pull this back up as well so you can kind of see where I'm looking at, right? So this is kind of like that first wave drop. Then you have your second level drop, right? Bam. That's what now you're looking for the third one, right? It'll spike back up, give kind of a false move that's about to come back up to the top of the channel, and then drop one more time, right? And so that was yesterday. That was Wednesday. Yes, we had the FOMC meeting. Now what we're looking for is a 3 rise, right? And you can kind of see this formation, right? So bam, we're looking at, here's your first kind of like level 1, right? Bam, we're up here, right? Now this level 1, it will take a step back, right? And so then we're looking for a second rise. You can kind of say that this is like, here's your first rise, came back down. This was still Wednesday. I would kind of say this is the first rise. This could be the drop and the second rise. And now we're looking for that third rise. Really, the top of the channel is going to be about 68K. If we cannot hold 68K, we are coming back down, I would say in the 60 range. And some people are calling for the 50K range. Are we going to get there? Who knows? I don't know. The market's been doing what it wants to do.
Always does.
Pre-halving bull market phase. I would say again, on the 1 hour short term, RSI is high. But if you look at the 4 hour, we are kind of in, let's see here, if it kind of pivots to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is kind of in the bottom up below 50% range, right? So I always say if it's below 50, that's a good way to buy. Now we are far away from the 200 moving day average, which is at 62. Especially on the daily. If we look at the daily as well, I do use the 200-day moving average because a lot of times everything comes back to that 200-day moving average. So I would just kind of keep an eye on that as well too. So your 4 hour you're looking at in the next, 3 to 5 days. Could we still kind of go back up? You just never know. Again, just kind of keep an eye on that 200-day moving average. It did hit that, see right there, bam. It hit that 200-day moving average. Once it hits it, if it falls below the 200-day moving average, then put in a short. But if it holds that 200-day moving average, then you definitely want to put in a long, and that triggers a wave to kind of go back up. So not only are you looking at that rise, but you're also looking at to see, did we hold that 200 MA? Again, this is long term. Short term, if you're looking at the 1 hour, you can see the 1 hour, that 200-day moving average does change, right? So we're actually below the 200-day moving average. So possibly in the short term, this could be to where it might take a dip, but in the long term, we're still above the 200-day moving average. So again, it really depends on your timeline of whether you're trading or a long-term investor. We're long-term investors, so we're looking at, is it a good time to buy? To me, when it was red a couple of days ago, perfect time to buy. Once it passed, maybe just wait for another red day. And it's hard to buy in the red days. Your portfolio is like bleeding red. It's really hard. But if you stick to your plan, guarantee the time. I would say if you are looking to take profit, don't take your whole portfolio out. Maybe 30%, so you do have cash on hand if you've already fully invested in. If not, if you have a regular job, you maybe just keep DCAing in there. But again, I would highly recommend in the green days, it doesn't hurt to take at least 30% profit.
No.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's also touch base on just a couple more coins that I'm looking at. Link is a big one that we are looking at, which we'll talk about Link as well. So as you can see, I was looking in this channel. I did buy Link at about $16, and it actually broke this channel, which is really good. But the key is though on the hourly, it hit the 200 SMA, but it did break this downstroping channel, which is really good. So once it breaks the channel, what you're really looking for is the next phase is what'll happen is it'll retest this channel right here. It'll go up, come back down, and then go back up again. Now my targets for this one, for Link, is all the way up to $28, and then the all-time high is $38. Now let's say you put $1,000 in Link, right? $1,000 right now, $1,000. Well, let's kind of go back real quick. Let's say you're putting $1,000 at $16, right? Even if it goes to 38, you're at least 3xing your money, right? 3xing your money, so you can turn that $1,000 into $3,000, $10,000, and $30,000.
Right.
If you're a big baller. But again, I do feel that there's going to be a big pump with Link. So keep an eye out on Link. It just broke that channel, so if anybody's looking to invest in some Link, highly recommend it. And then the next one I want to talk about is our good daddy. We'll talk about Polkadot. Now Polkadot has not reached an all-time high yet. It's not even close to an all-time high.
But it's going to.
I guarantee it will. It will, right? And you can kind of see I've been messing with this a little bit on the hourly, on the daily. Let's see here. So let's take a look at this. So again, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the charts. I did have something drawn here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now this was in a downsloping channel, right? Let's see. So it's going here to here. So we'll take your thing right here. Look at your channel. It's still in the channel, right? It hasn't really broken it. But if you're looking at dot all-time high, let's go ahead and go back to the daily. Let's take a look and see what the all-time high is. Okay, I knew I drew some charts here. So on the daily, it did break the $9 range, which what we were looking at, but the all-time high is in the 50 range. So this is at least a 5x. So we have over 100 dots so far, 115 actually. So that's over $1,000. If it just goes to all-time high, we're turning that $1,000 into $5,000. So that's mama's baby right there.
I'm watching it.
And that's what we're looking at right there. So kind of keep an eye on that. Again, on the daily, we've been DCing it. It did hit. It looks like it is still far away on the daily. It is far away from the 200-day moving average, but it just hit the 50-day moving average. So again, it did bounce off of there. So just kind of keep an eye on it. It isn't down. It's still in this channel, but it is kind of coming down. I would look maybe lower at $7, if not at $6. If it goes lower, great. It gives us more opportunity to DCA in. But as you can see on the daily, it did come down and it is kind of curving back up. So just kind of keep an eye on DOT. Last but not least, I wanted to kind of get into the news. BlackRock, 2 days ago, they deposited $100 million into Ethereum. And they actually, their token fund is BUIDL. So the next, my thinking is that the next wave is going to be real world asset, not bonk, not Pepe, not meme coins, but real world asset. They're actually digitalizing even the stock market, digitalizing everything from funds to cars to mortgage to insurance, you name it. That's what the blockchain was meant for, is to digitalize everything and not keep everything hidden. It's all going to be on the blockchain, and so that's really what BlackRock. They just obviously they did the ETF for Bitcoin, or they're the one of them that have the fund, but also too, they're using Ethereum now. It just came out that they were talking about that the SEC was saying that Ethereum is a security. We've heard this story about 1 million times now. It could be FUD, it could not be FUD, but the next wave, once you go from Bitcoin, Ethereum has not hit an all-time high yet, or at least they're past all-time high. Now they're talking about Ethereum ETF coming up, and typically what happens is there's some FUD. So usually when there's FUD, people are trying to buy Ethereum at a low cost. So if you're really looking for that next wave, really look at Ethereum because it has not hit that all-time high. So keep an eye out on that as well too. So just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah. So that's the news. That's the news.
That's the news.
Yeah. New news.
Definitely.
All right. So what we got? We're going to jump into the Polkadot ecosystem, right?
Yep. This is mine.
Okay. So if you ever want to just do some research on the Polkadot ecosystem, the best way to do is look in CoinMarketCap, hit the categories, and look up top Polkadot ecosystem tokens. And this will kind of give you all the tokens itself that's underneath that. You can, again, do your research, figure out where is it at, look at the all-time high, look at the market cap, look at the circulation supply, see where it's at, really do your homework to see, throw some money at it, see what happens. But no, not financial advice. Again, this is only our recommendations that we're investing in. We actually do our own research to figure out maybe what are some top 10 coins that we want to look at. And then we're just DCAing in those top 10 coins in that ecosystem. I'm taking Solana. She's got Polkadot. So I'll pass it on. What we got in the Polkadot ecosystem. So actually, before we do so, let's take a look at how we've actually allocated so far in the Polkadot ecosystem. We have 43% in DOT. We have 20% in Link. We do have a little bit of Ethereum. Manta is kind of part of the Polkadot system, but you can buy that underneath Moonbeam. So we threw that in there. Astar. Moonbeam, we have 5%. Fala Network, we have a little bit of Bitcoin in there, a little bit of ETH as well. Centrifig? CFG. Centrifuge. And we have Stella. Now, we are going to go over some other ones that we definitely want to add into this portfolio. So we are looking to see, when's the next buy. So I'll pass it over. So that's kind of like what we have so far. In this portfolio of 2,500, right now we're at 4%.
So keep in mind, we just started this. This is mine. These are things that I've researched and wanted in my own portfolio. Of course, I asked him advice too, but I did do my own research. We're going to talk about just little tiny blurbs of what they are. We are still looking for a gaming coin, so if anyone has any suggestions, we're open to suggestions as well. We haven't found one that we like yet.
Yes, please put it in the comments below if there is a gaming coin. I saw Engine, but I couldn't get Engine on Moonbeam or Stella, or maybe Astar has it. I know that's a big one as well too. But maybe we'll look into Astar and see if there's a gaming coin. So if anybody knows any gaming coin on here, that's one thing we don't have yet. So please let us know if there's anything out there. So yeah, go ahead, take it away. What you got?
All right,
so we got Chainlink, right?
We have Chainlink, which is Link. So this is a oracle. It connects all the contracts through decentralization. What it does is it interacts all of the blockchains.
Perfect.
Not just one,
Yeah.
All of them.
Connects the world to blockchains.
It's exactly what it says. So I said, I'm giving short and sweet explanations.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty smart as well, so you know I don't have to go into depth.
Yeah.
All right.
Our next one.
We have Astar. I don't know how to say it, so I'm saying Astar.
Astar.
It's a layer 2.
I've heard a lot about this one. This is a EVM compatible.
It is. It is built on the DOT system as well. It helps developers build applications. Is what this one does.
I've heard a lot in the Asian market, right?
It is big in Japan. Yeah, as you can see, there's some.
Yeah. Okay, so again, there should be some NFTs and gamings on here too. A lot of DeFi stuff. So we'll do a little bit more research on Astar. All right, what else we got? Moonbeam?
Moonbeam, again, it's a layer 2. It is Ethereum compatible. It deals with the smart contracts on the parachain, Web3. There's dApps on here. Did I say that right, dApps?
Yeah, there's dApps. Yep.
Okay. So they're pretty much one and the same.
And this one's a GLMR, which I don't know why they named it GLMR.
I say Glamour.
It's Moonbeam.
But yeah, that is on there as well.
So then we got...
StellaSwap
is on. This one's on Moonbeam.
This one's on Moonbeam. So if you click into Moonbeam, it is in there as well.
Right. This is where you can swap and trade, right?
You can swap and you can trade coins.
Yep.
It's a parachain, and there are NFTs on there too.
Yeah, I looked at the NFTs, but I didn't see much on NFTs. But I do know that they're APR. So this is where you can do some pools, and then you can do some trading and swapping. And then you can also use the bridge. So there's what they call a wormhole, where if you want to bridge from Solana to Polkadot or Matic and all that good stuff, that's on there as well.
That's how you trade in between the two platforms.
If you want to, because again, sometimes they don't talk to each other. But again, not all coins can be traded, can be sent from network to network. So that's why when you have these EVM compatibilities or certain networks can talk to each other, same thing. That's where kind of Link comes in play too, to where it connects them all and sends all. All right, what else we got? Subsocial. This one actually interested me too. The reason why I want to get into this one is because it's about creators, and we are creators. For sure, so.
It does look fun. So what this is think of it as like an Instagram or a Facebook. However, it has to do with crypto and trading. So it's a little bit different than a true social network. It is a social network platform where you can share social layers.
Yeah, it looks like, and you can stake, like if you buy the sub tokens, you can stake it to the creators, and that's how they generate income.
Yep.
And then you also generate income. So it's almost like a social media / earn by creating.
With crypto.
That's pretty good.
A little bit different.
Next one. This one I really do like, this real world asset.
CFG. So as he said, this is real world assets. It is a fund manager on the blockchain. So again, it is real world assets, and he'll click on where you can see it. But this is what he was talking about earlier with Blackrock and going into real world assets. This is why we picked this particular one, because of everything that's happened with Blackrock. But yes, it's real world assets.
Diversity, security. So yeah, here's some of the fund managers. So they have U.S. Treasuries, they have real estate, bridge loans, structured credits, real estate bridges, invoicing, financing, and account receives, home loans, debt facilities. So this is a fund manager that's on the blockchain, and you can actually invest in any of these. You don't have to be some secret, give a dApp to somebody and say, hey, I'm in, am I not in? So,
and I feel like it's going to have more on there other than real estate and all those. I feel like it's going to continue to grow as everything grows.
Possibly. Yep. Yeah.
That's my opinion. Yeah. I feel like since this is just, there's a little bit on there, I feel like it's just going to continue to grow as everything does.
Yeah. And this one, just in general, across the board, this is number 179 in the crypto market.
Which is good.
So, which is really good, and it just shot up by 31% in the past couple of days. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome as well too. And our portfolio, we only have a small portion of that, only 2%. So I might increase that. So again, if you see, look at your portfolio. If you see a coin that's maybe outperforming another coin, you can reallocate your position and say, hey, okay, great. I think CFG is going to do a lot better than Stella. Put more allocation in there in the next time. All right, last but not least, we got
Bifrost.
Oh, it is Bifrost. I said Bitfrost. It's Bifrost.
So this one is also a layer 2 with liquid staking.
Yeah.
You can trade on here, and it is inside the Polkadot ecosystem as well, so you don't have to do all the other stuff where you have to.
Yeah, it looks like you can stake Straight Dot, Kusama, Ethereum, Moonbeam, Filecoin, Bitfrost, Manta, Astar, and Moonriver. And there's your APY. You don't have to mix it with a pool. Although when you do a pool, 2 and 2 together, it is a little bit riskier because you're looking at 2 different coins as far as the value. But if you just want to stake just your one coin, this is probably a perfect. I do want to get some Filecoin. That is one on here. So I need to figure out exactly how to transfer it, or I might just buy some Filecoin and then just stake it on this liquid platform. But I do want to get some Bitfrost. I said Bitfrost again. Bifrost. So that is also, so just keep me in mind. So Subsocial is one that we need to add to the portfolio. Bifrost. And then Filecoin. So those are 3 more. I think with that might be our 10 that we want to kind of stick with.
And a gaming coin.
And then and a gaming coin. And then just monitor it. And then we might take one if maybe one's not performing better than the other. But this is kind of what we'll take a look at, and we'll kind of monitor it and see and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So
that's my portfolio. Those are the items that I have in there. It will continue to grow as we're looking for things. And if one thing is not outperforming another or underperforming, then we may stake a little less or a little more. It can change, but this is what we have so far.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the time. As always, please like and subscribe below. Again, really do appreciate everyone's feedback, and stay safe out there. Like I said, DCA on the red days. 30% rebalance. And just know we're still early. Don't think we're late. We're still early. It takes time. You ain't going to get rich overnight. Just keep that in mind. Steadily look at your portfolio, rebalance it. Again, if you have any other questions or anything you'd like us to look at or look into, please let us know. As always, Tales of Crypto. Hopefully everyone has a great week.
Y'all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for joining us.
All right, guys.
Bye.